I wanted to make a quick video to show you how to set up your machine, especially once you get it from packaging. Make sure you do a very thorough inspection as soon as the shipment arrives, or as soon as you take it out of the box. Make sure you check everything, look for any damages, both in the outside box. I suggest you take pictures or at least a video of your unboxing process just to make sure that there's no shipping damages. Now, there will be an external box, but I'm taking a video of this before it goes into packaging. This is a wood crate. You're going to need a drill or screwdriver to take this apart. Now, when you first get the machine, before you turn anything on, you want to make sure that all of these PCIe adapters are firmly pressed into place. Due to the way that they're designed, they're not locked in like you would a normal graphics card, and they might move around during shipping. Most likely they're going to move around during shipping. So make sure you push down on all 10 of them and make sure that they're seated properly before you turn it on. The next step is to attach the two power cables. You're going to want to turn the power supply switches into the on position. Make sure that you leave the eco switch off. From there, plug in your HDMI cable. This is the monitor that you're going to get. You can see that it's currently mining Ethereum here, and it's been pretty stable, so everything's going to be ready to go. So HDMI cable, you're going to want to plug in your mouse and keyboard. Your Ethernet cable, I highly suggest using a direct Ethernet cable instead of a Wi-Fi adapter. It tends to be more stable. Everything else is pretty straightforward. So your power button it's a little difficult to see here. There's a power switch on the right side of this power cable, you'll see. Once you get everything plugged in, you can push that button and it will turn the system on. When you turn the system on, you want to make sure all 10 of these 1080 Ti cards light up. If for any reason you see that some of these cards don't light up, it's because one of these connectors here is not firmly seated all the way down. So if you turn the system on and you see that maybe one of the lights is not on, make sure that you shut everything off. Push down on all the connectors. Maybe you need to wiggle them down to make sure that they're snug. And then turn the system back on and you should see all 10 of these cards light up. Now, Windows does not have the password login required. However, if you do need the password, it's 123456. It's been bypassed. Now, I'm going to show you quickly how to set up the Ethereal mining software. I use something called the BBT Multi-Miner package. If you're going to mine Ethereum, you're going to want to click on My Miners here. Go to this BBT Multi-Miner folder. You can see that there's a bunch of different mining softwares here, but if you're going to do Ethereum, click on BBT Multi-Miner. Now, in order to set up your wallet, come find this file here that says BBT Multi-Miner v5.6. Right-click it, hit Edit with Notepad++. I'm going to shut down the mining software here just so it doesn't lag. You will find that the system runs slower once it's mining, so we'll just walk through the setup here. Now, once you have your Ethereum wallet address, you can open this file here, and the very first line, it says ETH or Ethereum wallet address, an equal sign, and then everything to the right of the equal sign here, that is going to be your wallet address. So you have to change this before you start mining, or else you're going to mine to my wallet address. And subsequently, you can also add all of your other wallet addresses for Ethereum Classic, XMR, Sayacoin, etc. Now, the second part to this, there's also YouTube videos about this BBT Multi-Miner package if you want to watch this, but I just want to show you this so you have it available. Now, the other thing that you want to change, this is up to you, this stuff is up to you, but once you set up your mining pool, you can change the web login and the miner name. Usually if you're going to mine to, say, Nanopool or Ethermine, all you need to do is just change the miner name, or you can leave it exactly as is, Mystical Miner T10. You're going to want to put your email address in here. So you're going to change this to your email address, and then this will sync the miner name and your email address to the mining pool. If you scroll down here, you're going to see a list of all the different coins and mining software that this package comes with. currently this system's configured for Ethereum, so depending on which pool you want to use, if you select number 1 when we run the software, I'll show you that in a second. I have it set up for Ethermine, ethermine.org, or you can also use Nanopool. Nanopool works pretty well if you choose that. So once you get your wallet address in here, I'm going to show you how to run the software. Actually, before we do that, one more thing here. We want to come down to this program called Msi Afterburner. Now, the system is set up to automatically run Msi Afterburner when you start up the computer. So what you're going to see is this temperature dialog open. Come down to the right-hand corner, click this little arrow icon, hit the airplane, double-click it. This will open up the overclocking software. This allows you to get a higher hash rate. There are a couple different profiles set up on the software already. Before you start mining, you want to make sure that Msi Afterburner is set up for this Ethereum configuration. Now, this is going to be profile number 1. So profile number 1 has a 65% power limit, 73 temperature, and a core clock of 0 and a memory clock of 550. Now, these settings will change depending on the coin that you're mining, but if you're going to mine Ethereum, leave it as is. Make sure that you select number 1. You want to hit the check mark here. This will post the graphics card's clock settings to the graphics cards, and then once that's done, you can minimize it. Come back to the BBT Multiminer folder, double click on the software. Now this is the program which will run the Ethereum mining software. So it's going to say hit 1, 2, 3, 4, enter. You're going to see that there's a whole list of different coins that can be mined. You do have to set each one of these up correctly with your mining pool and your login and stuff like that. But number 1 is going to run the Ethereum mining software to ethermine.org. So I'm going to hit number 1. Oops, what's going on here? I need my keyboard set up here. So now that I got my keyboard in here, all you need to do is press 1 and then hit enter on the keyboard. It's going to load this Ethereum mining software. You're going to see it post to the setup operation. And here you're going to see it's starting to hash, the mining operation starting, and it will increase in speed gradually, and you should see it get to about 360 mega hashes per second after a couple of minutes. So that's it. You basically just set it and forget it and let it run. This machine is extremely stable. I haven't had any problems with it. If for any reason that you need to, let's say the system freezes or stops mining or something, usually all you need to do is just restart it and then set Msi Afterburner and then repeat this process and then let it run. One other thing to note is that Windows likes to do updates, and that can cause interference with the mining operation. Make sure that if you are having issues that this pause updates is on. That way Windows doesn't try to update automatically. But this is already on. This will change every 30 days. Windows will try to update regardless of whether this is on or off. So after 30 days, if your rig shuts down, make sure that you just let it update, turn this off. Turn pause updates on, and then you can restart it and you're good for another 30 days. Other than that, it's pretty simple. It's Windows operated. There's not a whole lot more to teach about starting Ethereum mining process. One thing to note is that This system will come shipped with zip ties around the GPUs to anchor them to the frame, just to prevent them from moving around. Make sure that you cut those zip ties off before you start up the machine. And again, just make sure you double check everything. If you want, you can also cut these zip ties off once you get the machines, just to keep the power supplies from moving around during shipping. If you have any other questions, feel free to send me a message on eBay. But that's it.